All right, everyone, we're going to take a look at the Vermont page in the 50 States book. So let's zoom in a little bit. So it says, "Welcome to the Green Mountain State." It's a little blurry. Tucked into the northeastern corner of the U.S. is a state known for its skiing, syrup, and scoops of ice cream. 14th state is blanketed in forests that are home to about 50 species of trees, key to the livelihood of many Vermonters. In winter, the woodlands are transformed into a snowy wonderland. Skiers and snowboarders flock to one of the snowiest places in the Northeast, Jay Peak, which gets some 30 feet of the white stuff each year. Come spring, the state's many sugar maples take center stage as they are tapped for the sweet sap that makes breakfast across the nation so enjoyable. Book lovers may be interested in Witness, a story told in poems by the Newbery Award-winning Karen Hess about a small Vermont town in 1924. Robert Newton Peck tells the hilarious story of two mischievous boys growing up in rural Vermont in Soup and its many prank-filled sequels. Key facts. Oops. Capitals Montpelier, largest cities Burlington, South Burlington, and Colchester. Bird hermit thrush, named for the French words Mont Vert, meaning green mountain. Statehood date March 4th, 1791. Statehood order 14. Flower red clover, postal code BT, region New England, main time zone Eastern, tree sugar maple, and their motto is freedom and unity. And then we have moments to remember. March 4th, 1791, Vermont becomes the first state to join the Union after the original 13 colonies. July 9th, 1793, Vermont is the first state to outlaw adult slavery in their state constitution. 1823, Alexander Twilight graduates from Middlebury College, becoming the first African American to receive a U.S. college degree. October 5th, 1829, future President Chester Arthur is born in Fairfield. On July 4th, 1872, another future president is born in Vermont, Calvin Coolidge, the only president with an Independence Day birthday. 1893 to 1896, the British author Rudyard Kipling lives in Dummerston, writes The Jungle Book, and receives so much mail that the government authorizes a special post office for Kipling alone. January 15th, 1968, Vermont becomes the first state to ban billboards so drivers can see the scenery. Well, I like that. December 1st, 1977, one of the inventors of the snowboard, Jake Burton Carpenter, sets up the Burton Snowboard Company in a barn in Londonderry. 2006, Belmont-born Olympic gold snowboarding medalist Hannah Teeter sets up her charity Hannah's Gold, which helps support a Kenyan village through sales of maple syrup. January 18, 2010, Julia Alvarez wins the Pura Belpré Author Award for her novel Return to Sender, about the children of Mexican migrant workers in Vermont. And August 27, 2011, a state of emergency is declared as Hurricane Irene hits Vermont. Major floods wash away bridges and 6 people lose their lives. All right. Let's look at our famous people from Vermont. Start here. So this is Nico Case. This Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter has a home in Delaware's Northeast Kingdom. Catherine Patterson, born in 1932. The award-winning author of Bridge to Terabithia now lives in Barr. A lot of you have read that book, huh? And then the other famous people are up in this corner. So we have Robert Frost. This poet won the 4 Pulitzer Prizes and in 1961 was named the Poet Laureate of Vermont. Born in 1874, died in 1963. with Ethan Allen. You've probably heard of his name. Born in 1738, died in 1789, the Connecticut-born leader of the Green Mountain Boys, played an important part in the Revolutionary War. He was one of the founders of Vermont. And then up here is Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, born in 1951, and they both were. They're still alive. The childhood friends and co-founders of Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream started their company in an old gas station in Burlington. I love Ben and Jerry's, so good. All right, let's start here. So the Abenaki Tribal Museum and Cultural Center in Swanton celebrates the Abenaki heritage through clothing, craftwork, and maps. We have the St. Albans Maple Festival. It takes 40 gallons of maple sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. Ooh. And then we have Smuggler's Notch State Park. Smugglers once hid out in the caves of this beautiful Stowe Park. The Bread and Puppet Museum in Glover has a huge collection of puppets and masks used by the Bread and Puppet Theater Company. Bug Art, the Fairbanks Museum in St. Johnsbury, has a collection of pictures created using thousands of carefully positioned insects. We have the Vermont State House is topped with a statue of Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture. And then over here in Montpelier, no Big Macs in Montpelier. The country's smallest capital city is the only one without a McDonald's. Rock of Ages, most of the U.S.'s granite headstones come from this massive quarry in Graniteville. Knight's Spiderweb Farm. Not sure how I feel about that. Here in Williamstown, spiders' webs are preserved and sold as art. The Bread Loaf Writers Conference in Ripton, the oldest and most prestigious in the country. Justin Morgan had a horse. This 1945 book is based on the state horse bred in Weybridge. I think one of you read that book, huh? Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream is frozen to 10 degrees below zero before being shipped from the Waterbury factory. Scroll down here, Robert Frost's Wayside Trail. Several of this well-loved writer's poems are mounted along this woodland trail outside Ripton. Killington, the ski resort here, is called the Beast of the East due to its 3,050 foot drop, I would imagine, the largest in New England. We have Marsh Billings Rockefeller National Historical Park. Ramble among sugar maples and explore the home of 19th century environmentalist George Perkins Marsh. Fly fishing. In 1856, Charles Orvis set up the Orvis Company in Manchester selling fishing tackle. The American Precision Museum in Windsor has a massive collection of the machine tools that changed American industry. Cheddar cheese from Vermont is usually white. In Wisconsin, they add color to make it orange. Hildene, a Lincoln family home. Descendants of Abraham Lincoln lived here from 1905 until 1975. And the Bennington Battle Monument. I've actually been there. It's the one part of Vermont I've been to. And this honors a key moment in the Revolutionary War, the 1777 Battle of Bennington. So when I was on my trip, we went there. Excuse me. It's right on the borderline, so we didn't get too far in Vermont, but I got to go up. There's like a window up here, so you got to take the elevator and go up and look around. It's really, really neat. We, of course, went to the battlefield as well. Oh, I guess this kind of got cut off over here. All right, so this is a zoom in of Burlington, which is the biggest city there. Champ, this monster called Tatoskok by the Abenaki people, lives in Lake Champlain, according to locals. Flying monkeys, made from steel, topped several buildings in Burlington. Snowflake Bentley is a Caldecott-winning picture book about Jericho-born Wilson Bentley, who figured out a way to photograph snowflakes. Ooh. Shelburne Museum is home to a huge collection of American folk art collected by heiress Electra Havemeyer Webb. These two things got cut off. I'm sorry. This is the old round church in Richmond. Was made circular so the devil would have no place to hide, or so says the legend. And then Horatio Nelson Jackson. This Burlington businessman and his dog Bud made the first cross-country drive from San Francisco to New York in 1903 in a car with no windshield. That's probably why the dog had goggles on. Okay. I think I covered it all. The only other thing is, of course, our extra facts that we, of course, will discuss. One moment. So we need the state mammals, of course, the Morgan horse. State fish is the brook trout. State insect, honeybee. The area is 9,250 square miles. Highest point is 4,393 feet. Lowest point is 95 feet. And I think that is it for the extra facts. Okay? So, until next time, we'll talk about our next state. But I hope that you will want to go to Vermont someday. It's a beautiful state. And I definitely want to go back and see a lot more. Because like I said, I was mainly just down here. So, there's much more to see. All right, see you later.